Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things that we love. This is the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I talk about all the fun, positive, nerdy things
Matt's sick.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to that.
I just want to say that.
You know, it's fun. So, yeah, follow us on all the stuff. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on TikTok. You can like us and subscribe to us on YouTube and our games channel. We have a video games channel. I don't know if you're aware of this.
No way.
Yeah, we have daily gameplays. So definitely hit the subscribe button on there too. It helps us out. Helps us build subscribers. Get noticed. All that fun stuff. Yeah, and hey, we have a Patreon. If you want to get this show extended, uncut. We had a pre-show. We listened to some Reliant K.
Yeah.
In the post-show, we're going to be doing the big movie quiz, part 2. It's going to be big. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. It's a big show. It's a big show. Thanks, Maggie. Don't mess with me today. I can't handle it.
Come on.
All right. So, that's a bit of the introduction. Now the introductions are out of the way. I'm sick.
Yeah, Matt's
sick.
sick.
This is
no,
fun.
It's not fun.
It's not COVID, everybody, so don't worry. I wonder if that'll get us well, we can't monetize our videos anyway, so it doesn't matter. We haven't reached that level yet.
Well, anyways.
Because COVID, if you say the word COVID, then
you said it 10 times already.
YouTube's like, oh, you can't make money off of it. And it's fine, you know. It's fine. It's life, whatever. But it's not COVID.
Oh, here in Tennessee.
Yes.
Mother Nature just can't make up her mind.
Nature.
She can't let go of winter to move on with
you know
spring.
What? She's moody this week. One day she was 85, the next day she was 30.
And
it literally freaking snowed yesterday.
And
it's going to be
flakes.
70 tomorrow. So
our sinuses are doing crazy things. So yeah.
And my sinuses like to do this thing where like they swell. Yeah. And then all this crap just stays like right here. And it's like, oh hey, yeah, it sucks. But hey, you know what? That's fine. We're gonna make it through.
We're gonna power through.
That's right. And after we do this, I'm gonna take some ZQL and I'm gonna pass the freak out for like a good 7-8 hours. It's gonna be great. Maggie, did you know you can only take 1 dose of ZQL?
Yeah, you took 2 yesterday.
I did not know. I thought like, okay, most medicines.
I was like, that's sleeping medicine. I wonder if there would be a bad effect if he took 2. I didn't think anything about asking you.
You know, like especially Dayquil and NyQuil, like they're like, hey, you can take them every 4 hours.
Chug the whole bottle.
No, like you take your dose every 4 hours, right? And so I just assumed ZQL was the same. Apparently, it's not. Apparently, you only take that amount once every 24 hours. Did I know that before I took the second dose? No, I didn't.
He got so excited about sleeping through the night.
I did.
Without me having to poke him and tell him that he's not breathing notes.
That's fun. Sleep apnea. It's great. But no, like I didn't know. Like it had like the opposite effect on me. Like kept me awake for like an hour.
Yeah, because I remember you talking to me. I'm like, what are you doing awake?
Yeah, didn't want to be.
Sleep.
Didn't want to be. But here we are. You know. So this is gonna be a fun episode. We got some ideas for topics.
Ideas.
I'm gonna lose my mind. And it's gonna be good. So Maggie, why don't we cut the crap and let's talk about some of these news stories from this week. All right, you ready?
Oh man, let's recap Wednesday. Wednesday morning, Doctor Strange tickets went on sale.
Yes, they did.
Matt, of course, was in meetings all that morning. So therefore, here I am sitting at my computer at school. I'm thinking, hey, kids are in gym. Let's do this. Load up Fandango. Load up Marquee Cinemas. Will not say any more past that point. My tone of voice should tell you enough. But, well, Marquee Cinemas didn't decide to put those tickets on sale till like 10:30, while everybody else in the known world already had their tickets.
It's true.
It made me really mad. So he get out of one meeting and say, "Hey, have you gotten them yet?" No. I'm going to try. Okay.
Yeah, and it loaded up, and it was like, "Hey, you're in
queue.
line. You're in line to
yeah.
buy your tickets." I was like, "Cool."
3 minutes, you'll buy your tickets.
And it's counting down. I'm like, "This is gonna be great." I'm gonna check out, and I'm like trying to get an answer from Maggie, making sure she didn't buy it, so we didn't accidentally buy 2 sets of tickets. And then it gets to it, and it's like, "All right, get ready. You're getting ready to buy them." Error. It just shut down.
And
I was like, what the freak is happening?
Where my computer is hooked up to, like, the projector at school, like the speakers in it, it would make this beeping sound. And the kids are like, "What's that sound? Is that the timer?" No, it's not the timer, guys. The timer sounds different on my phone. That is because I'm trying to do something, and it's not doing what I want it to.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that was really fun. So, finally, right around 10:30, they decided... Hey, Marquise was like, just a joke, guys. We're finally letting you buy tickets.
Well, I want to say that it had went down. Like, I don't know if it
probably
was just
did.
them. Like, I think like the ticket service itself like was messed up.
I blame it all on Marquee Cinemas.
Yeah.
Because I got onto AMC while all this craziness was going on. I finally gave up on keeping it on Marquee Cinemas because it would not reload back up.
Well, you remember when I tried to get the Spider-Man tickets?
Yeah.
It was like noon. I was like, I swear to God, if we get like nosebleed seats for this, I'm gonna be so pissed. You know?
Yeah. But all that to say, we got our tickets to see Doctor Strange. But like, yeah, while all that was going on, I loaded up AMC. I could get into AMC, get 2 tickets.
So currently, we talked about this last week. We don't really go to the movie theater right now because of COVID and stuff. So we take like, we know you can do it safely. Mm-hmm. You wear a mask. We have our KN95 masks. We've been vaxxed and boosted. You know, obviously social distance. We don't buy drink. We don't buy popcorn. Like, we literally just sit there. But we only do it at the very rare occasion for like a movie that we don't want to be
spoiled
like
on.
Like, even there's some movies that like I don't want to be spoiled on, but it's not enough to go. So like Batman, right? We didn't go watch Batman. We really wanted to. We wanted to see it, and we did end up getting spoiled because stupid Warner Brothers released a deleted scene before it's even out on digital. Like, what are we doing?
Whose PR team they have?
Yeah,
they're
so dumb.
smoking something.
Like, and it's not like the deleted scene that they released. It's enough to spoil, but it's not enough to like spark millions more of movie tickets. You know, It's not like when they spoiled, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire being in the movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like that. Sorry, spoilers for Spider-Man. Like that's a big deal. People might actually go buy the ticket. They weren't going to do it. People aren't going to buy the ticket if they didn't go watch the Batman. They're not going to buy it because of this deleted scene. And I'm not going to say what the deleted scene is.
No.
So it's like there's just no reason to do this. But so we skipped that. There's been some other movies that we've skipped. Sonic 2 came out. We didn't go watch it, even though we really want to. But it's just we try and limit the amount of time we go. So Doctor Strange is one of those that we're gonna safely go see. But
I gotta see him.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I gotta see my boy.
Well, and it's such a big thing, and it's gonna be ruined.
No, yeah, people will. God, it'll be massacred all over Twitter the next day.
I mean, God help
within
us.
an hour.
God help us if like Hugh Jackman's in it or something. Like we'll know, and like, and also I don't want to know if they're not. Like, I don't want people being like, there's no mutants in it. Like, I don't want that being ruined,
like also, it's one thing when you watch videos of people like theorizing what will happen and stuff. Maybe get your hopes up a little bit, or
Ralph
maybe
Boner,
or maybe you like make up your own theory, like something's going to happen.
Mephisto.
You're hoping.
I'm just kidding, Eric
happen.
Foss. We love you.
You're hoping something happens, and then like somebody tweets out about it and say, "Oh, that doesn't happen at all." Yeah. Like, it just kind of ruins it for you in a way.
Yeah.
So like, I understand some people are like the people that's part of their job,
Yeah.
tweeting it out there and stuff, but like, Don't ruin
I'm trying
it.
not to breathe into the microphone.
I know. I'm trying to make sure you're okay.
Oh, okay.
That you're not like turning
I
red.
can't breathe through my nose. It's so like I'm trying not to mouth breathe into the mic.
It's okay. It's all right. I was just making sure you was okay.
You're fine.
But yeah, like I understand like people doing their job or whatever. Like they put a brief summary or whatever or their review up. Totally get that. But like other people don't take freaking pictures or videos of the actual movie and post it online. That's
dumb.
It's rude.
But you know what's more dumb, Maggie? You know what's more dumb? The fact that we couldn't just buy the tickets when we wanted to freaking buy the tickets. Like, it is 2022, okay? This crap has been going on at least for 10 years. At least since the Avengers, okay? The first Avengers. Mm-hmm. At least since then, ticket sales have been a horrible, horrid experience, okay? Like, why can we not... Why can't I just have a service, okay? Like, I have Disney Plus. Give me a Marvel Theater Plus something, right?
I tried to find another movie ticket thing. There isn't. There's no... Aside from Fandango, there's no other...
Yeah,
like,
I mean, there's
like,
some, but they're
specific
to... Yeah, they're specific to
and I'm like,
chains. Like
why,
Adam, I think, is one.
Why hasn't somebody done this by now?
Like,
This is crazy.
I should be able to just buy a ticket.
I'm surprised Apple...
not crash.
Here we go. Just give me like 10% of whatever you make off of this Apple. Apple just needs to make a deal with all the movie theaters and make their own app and put it on iPhones and just use Apple Pay.
I think there should be there should be a class system. I don't believe in this for like general public, okay? I mean, like, I should be able to pay so much either a year or a month, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say $100 a year.
Okay.
$150 a year.
Okay.
That's probably about the highest I would go. But it guarantees me opening day tickets to every Marvel movie that comes out. Okay? And like what they do is they say, okay, here's your 24-hour window. Go get your ticket for whatever date. We have enough for every theater, for every person. You know, it doesn't matter if everybody goes right when the clock turns over or if you wait 4 hours and then go to it. Doesn't matter. We got plenty. We've purchased it out, right? So go get your seats, go do that. And then, so all of us that pay that price, that premium, get our tickets. Then 24 hours later, they release to the rest of the general public. And let them fight for it. I would pay for that. I would pay. It is, okay, like used to, when I was growing up, when I was in my 20s, the idea of paying for convenience was a non-starter, okay? Like I was like, I'm not paying for convenience. I'm paying whatever the cheapest thing is, right? Doesn't matter if I have to wait in line at Best Buy for 37 hours to get this TV. That's what I'm going to do, right? Now, in my mid-30s, I feel very different. Can it be delivered to our house? I pay for Walmart Plus, which all it lets me do is scan my stuff on my phone, so I don't have to check out. Like, that's all it does, and I love it, and it's worth it because then I don't have to stand at the register and rescan everything. Well, go.
This is me great. Now. Like, can I have it delivered to the house?
Yeah.
I have a kid in the back seat. I don't take her out anywhere, but like. However, if it was quote unquote normal times, I wouldn't be wanting to take her in and out of her car seat everywhere.
Yeah, just to go get something.
Just to go pick up one thing.
Yeah.
Can it be brought to our car? Can it be delivered to our house? Like, that's what I look at.
Yeah.
Because for his birthday, I got him a Great America cookie cake.
Oh, yeah. And I forgot about that.
That was really good. I was like, I really don't want to leave the house on his birthday.
Yeah.
Even though he says he'd be okay. But like... I don't want to run over to the mall and get a cookie cake and carry it Saturday out. Too. Yeah, and carry it out and all this stuff.
Be at least an hour and a half.
Freezing cold. It's February.
Yeah.
So it's offered, DoorDash or something, or Uber Eats, I think, one or the other. And I was like, shoot, yeah, I'll pay a little bit extra for that. I don't care. And sure enough, it showed up. I was like, man, this is great.
Yeah.
So paying for convenience, it pays off.
Yeah. To an extent. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you got to think about the people that can't pay for the convenience, right? So here I am playing devil's advocate to my own thing that I just advocated for, right? I'm both the devil and the
Well, where
advocate.
you said a class system, I'm like, dude, like, easy
Listen,
does
someone
it.
should be in charge to force them to get together, okay? I'm Anakin Skywalker.
I'm pretty certain my students saw like Doctor Strange's face like show up a gazillion times on my computer screen.
I mean, I'll be
I
honest.
was like, I have no other way of doing this.
Here's what I'd rather do, okay? Like, if they don't want to do that, give me the option to just watch it at home, okay? Listen, all this about the death of Thea ain't going nowhere. It's fine.
No, it's always going to be there.
Let me watch it at home. Let me, like, even if it's a 24-hour rental, I don't need to own it. Like, I don't,
No,
you don't have to sell it to me for $30.
Us watching it the first time made the deciding factor, you know?
Yeah.
Whether we're going to buy it or not.
I mean, I've got Disney Plus. I'm not going to be buying it anyway. Not at this point, you know? So, like, just let me do that. I mean, again, it's 2022. There's got to be a better way, all right? Than me chucking my phone out the friggin' window and screaming to the heavens,
I was
God,
about ready
why?
to pull the desktop off of my desk and throw it out the window.
But now that we've ranted about this for 15 minutes,
there were things left unsaid about Wednesday, okay? We just need to get it out.
That's right. And we needed you to know it. Speaking of Doctor Strange, Maggie, did you hear that Sam Raimi said he would love to make a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire?
And Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah,
he says that he loves
cast.
Kirsten Dunst also.
He now I don't want this to be taken out of context. They said, would you do that? And he said it would be beautiful. It'd be a beautiful thing to do. I don't know if Marvel would want to do that. There's not been any discussions of this, so it's not a rumor that it's going to happen.
No, he just said I'd love to do it.
And honestly, I think Sony would be really stupid to not go after that.
Sony's stupid if they don't go after that or Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. I mean, come on. The reason No Way Home was as big as it was is because of them. And I guess this is still spoilers for Spider-Man 2. I mean, you've already been spoiled. I'm sorry. I said Spider-Man 2, but you know which one I'm talking about. So I don't know if I'd really want to watch Tobey Maguire again. I mean, I would. Let's be real. I would watch it.
Obviously. Would watch it. I mean,
I would be okay if they recast Tobey Maguire. Make it Jake Gyllenhaal just for the joke of it.
I mean, that'd be pretty funny.
Hilarious.
That would be great. I don't know.
Now, Maggie, would you rather have a Tobey Maguire or an Andrew Garfield movie?
I want Andrew Garfield.
Here's what you do: you get Sam Raimi to make Amazing Spider-Man 3.
He'll still bring
Best of both worlds.
I just can't wait to see where Bruce Campbell's at in Doctor Strange. It's all I want.
Yeah.
I want to see either the one role he puts him in or how many times he puts him in the movie. That's all I need to know. And also, where is his car going to be at? That car's been in every
I bet it's in
movie.
If I had to guess right now, I would say Sam Raimi's car will be in the area where like everything is like shattered.
Yeah.
Like there's no ground, everything's just floating around.
I'm thinking it's just going to be one shot. It's going to be parked outside the Sanctum Disorder.
I mean, it would make the most sense for it to be like the scene where he buzzsaws the bus in half. It makes sense for it to just be there somewhere. That'd make more sense probably.
His very old car that's in every one of his movies. I think it's so funny.
It is. It's great, man. What if Uncle Ben's just waiting on it? That'd be hilarious. Wait, didn't he die?
I heard a car horn.
I did too. Didn't Uncle Ben die? Like the guy that plays Uncle Ben?
Yeah.
In the Sam Raimi movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gone.
So, I mean, I know the actual Uncle Ben died.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I guess, I know the fictional person.
I think he did. I think he did pass on, yeah.
Hey, speaking of people
it took me a second to understand.
Speaking of people being in things, hey, Maggie.
Man, I love her, but my eyes rolled so hard when you said this.
So, Brie Larson has joined the cast of Fast and Furious 10. What do you think?
What kind of promise did Vin Diesel make to her? Because she's pretty picky when it comes to roles, from what I've understood.
Do you remember when she was in Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah. Because she looks for particular things. So he had to deliver a big promise, I think.
Do you think she is Vin Diesel's long lost sister?
Yes. And then them and John Cena team up.
No, she would probably be like connected to Charlize Theron or something, right? Like probably, right?
Get rid of her. I'm sorry.
I don't
I'm
remember.
done
Is
with
she
that.
still in the series?
I can't remember.
I don't remember
Listen,
that well.
we was at a drive-in when we watched that one.
It was the worst experience
and also
ever.
the sun. You're supposed when you run a place like that, you are supposed to wait till the sun is not anywhere
Yeah, it's still up.
to start the projector. This place did not do that. So like the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes
Couldn't
of the
see it.
movie, we could not make out what was happening.
Audio was awful.
Yeah, audio is awful. Also, we had an almost 1-year-old with us at that time.
Yeah, she was not having it.
No.
Wasn't it like you could either listen to it through the speaker
Through
or
the radio.
an AM radio,
Yeah.
right? So it was awful. Yeah, that was the worst. And we haven't watched it again since. We have it digitally. Like we can watch it at any point.
But like, yeah, that's probably why it's like a fever dream to us,
Yeah.
is because we watched Shadow
I
Drop-In.
really love the Fast and Furious movies. Like they're ridiculous in the best possible way. Okay, and I know I've won you over. I won you over a long time ago.
Yeah.
I
just think they're getting too ridiculous.
I don't know if I won you over as much as I wore you down. I think it's more
That's
that
probably
one.
both.
Like, here's what I'm thinking, okay? Fast and Furious 10. You go back to the future, okay? Or, well, to the past.
To the past.
You go back to the past so that you could go back to the future, right? Because think about it. They went to space. What else is left? Time travel, okay? And they already in 9, they already showed the younger versions of everybody, right? In the flashbacks. Why did they show us that? I mean, sure, for plot, I guess. But also, to set up the idea
that Dom has a brother.
to also set up the idea of, hey, these are the people. So that when we go back in time, you'll know who these characters are. Right? Right? And then they'll do something where they change the timeline. All right. And then 11. I finally figured it out. I've been racking my brain. I'm like, well, what can they do for 11?
What can they do
Okay.
for
Because
11?
we had, first off, we had the bad versions of the crew, right? That was 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like them versus themselves, but
Yeah.
the bad guys, right? Mm-hmm. Then you had, 7 was its own thing, but then in 8 you had Dom's bad, right? And then it was them versus Dom, right?
And Dom has a son.
And so then you go 9, which is them go to space, right? 10, they time travel. 11, ready? This is what you do. 11, alternate reality. Oh my god! All right, that's what it is. It's the multiverse. Like a multiverse in it.
Oh my god!
Dom goes back in time, alters the timeline, and then at 11 he goes back to the future, and it's like everything's different. And Brian is dead, right? And like Mia is probably dead or something. I don't know. Oh, but then his son. That's what it's gonna be. He goes so far in the future that he has to team up with his son Brian too, because Dom has a son. Yeah, that's it. There you go. That's what 11's gonna be. And then he goes back and he fixes everything, right? And you end 11 because 11's supposed to be the last one.
So it's Trunks.
Yes. So you go back right at the end of 11. He goes back. He fixes the timeline, and what do? We open up. And Brian walks in to order a sandwich, and it's the beginning of the Fast and Furious.
Oh my god!
That's what it just ends at the first one, and then there's like this knowing.
It won't be that.
This knowing look, because Dom knows everything.
Wait, he gets to remember everything?
Sure, why not? Yep. There you go. There you go. You all just keep that in your pocket. Bookmark this. In 3 years, when the 11th movie comes out, I don't know how quickly it's coming out, but I'm telling you, if time travel is in 10, multiverse is in 11. That has to be what it is.
Okay.
And you gotta tell me, you would love that, right? Like, come on, that'd be amazing.
Thing on
It'd be amazing. I mean, if they really wanted to go crazy, they'd make it to where Dom uses the DeLorean to do it. But I'm not gonna ask for that. Okay, even though Universal owns both properties, I'm not gonna ask
for that.
It would be incredible. Okay, like, it would be amazing if Dom literally he opens a garage. Yeah, I used to know this old Doc. He opens a garage and it's the DeLorean, and we're like, what does this even mean? What does any of this mean? All right, moving on. Speaking of people being in things,
so
it's the same segue I used.
So Walt and Jesse are going to be in Better Call Saul.
Better call him. Who you gonna call?
From Breaking
Saul.
Bad. Just to specify.
That should be his commercial. Who you gonna call? Saul.
Just to clarify, we have not watched any of Better Call Saul.
We haven't.
No, because it takes place like way before.
I'll be honest.
Breaking Bad.
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes place before Breaking Bad, but I think there's maybe a scene that takes place after. I think it's one of those. Like, I think we see Saul at some point in the future, like after he had. Well, I won't spoil Breaking Bad, but like after how his story wraps up there. Like, I think, and I could be wrong.
God,
I could be wrong.
The show, man.
But I would say for this, it would be them. I'd say it'd be how they all meet in season 2. Yeah, I'd say it'd be like from Saul's point of view. Oh my God. Is how I'd have to imagine.
Somebody put up on that wherever you sent to me on Twitter, the comment on they said, "This is Bryan Cranston's when he falls, where he kept all the money.
Yeah,
and he like screams like that hysterically.
Oh yeah.
And somebody says, "This is Bryan Cranston when they ask him, are you gonna wear a bald cap or shave off all your hair again?"
Oh my God, I love Bryan Cranston.
Oh my God, that show was
he should have been Lex Luthor.
Roller coaster ride.
He should have been Lex Luthor.
He would have been a good one.
It was rumored, and then they gave it to freaking Jesse.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Jesse Ventura.
No, it's no, not Jesse Ventura.
I tell you, when we play this big movie quiz later, it's gonna be a riot because I don't remember Jack right now. Jesse Eisenberg.
There it is.
Heisenberg. Somebody just got it mixed up. That's what it was. Zack Snyder was like, "Give me the guy that plays Eisenberg," and they were like, "Oh, Jesse Eisenberg," and he was like, "Fine, whatever." That's how it happened. That's how it happened, Maggie.
I believe you. I believe you.
Speaking of people being in things,
I guess I'm the one introducing this.
It's the third time I've said that.
Picard season 3 is adding all the original main cast of the new generation, next generation. Yeah, we're kind of behind on Picard. We finished season 1, but we did not start season 2. But yet we know some things about season 2.
I mean, just what was in the trailer.
Yeah,
for season 2.
But like, we watched this trailer and we about lost our minds.
For season 3?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, okay?
This is what they should have done the whole entire time.
This is what they should have done the whole time.
Like,
right?
Don't get me wrong. I was a big Star Trek Voyager fan.
Yes.
Back in the day. Big fan of 7 and 9.
Janeway.
And Janeway.
I love Tuvok. Because I always thought it sounded like Tupac.
Yes. But 7 and 9, she shows up in Picard. And
which was really cool.
Which I was like stoked about because I love that character. Yeah. Love the actress. And then like the season goes on, we're like, we need some more.
I'll be honest, I think the fact that I don't really remember it says a lot about the season.
It didn't.
I know that one lady from Newsroom. Yeah. She was in it. And I think she turned out to be
Riker showed up.
Yeah, they're in like an episode. Mm-hmm. Him
and is about Data possibly having a daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I didn't even remember that.
Weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's like it was trying to be Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like it was good. It's just you know, like these new Star Trek shows, there's something about them that
They look phenomenal.
they look great. A lot of it's really
beautiful.
good. I feel like Discovery was one of the best Star Trek things they've done in a long time.
Yes.
But they all have the same common problem, which is that they're trying to be more mature. And they're trying, and like it doesn't work. It just doesn't work in Star Trek. Like, I could be wrong. As somebody that grew up with Star Trek, to me it just feels super weird seeing Klingon boobies. Okay, it's just weird. It's weird. And like they say like the F-bomb and stuff, and I'm
yeah,
like,
they drop the
why?
F-bomb. You're like, why?
It's
no.
like, why? It's like, you know, I get it. They're on a streaming platform, and it's like, oh, we got to push things to the edge. Just let the show be what it wants to be.
No,
you know, it doesn't have to be this. If it makes sense for those things to appear, sure. If it feels like they're trying to push the boundaries just because they can, and it feels more like Paramount is saying, hey, push the boundaries, more than it actually fits in the story.
Because us growing up, we knew Next Generation. I knew Voyager, which you said your dad watched Voyager.
Oh yeah, he watched all of them. Except Deep Space Nine, he wasn't a big fan.
But like to us growing up though, that like, you know, we didn't need that.
No.
And like
and it was an optimistic view of the future.
Yeah.
And I get
you don't need to add in all that crazy stuff.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad
I feel like an old person talking like that. God.
Well, I'm glad that, you know, that they've brought some drama into it because, you know,
just to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, at a certain level, like a perfect future, like how do you really make drama out of that, right?
Yeah.
So I get wanting to do that, and I feel like in those ways that they've done well, but I'm not for that for anything. Like, there's a lot of HBO shows that I'm like, did you really have to do that?
Yeah.
But then there's some, like freaking Chernobyl. Right,
oh my
which
God.
was phenomenal and heart-wreshing and awful, but amazing. And like they didn't shoehorn any of that crap in there. They didn't have to.
They stuck with what was given to them, which was the true stories from people.
But then I watched like the pilot for The Leftovers, and it's like you see the dude in the pool naked, for like no reason, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like this is already weird. I don't need that.
That's how I felt about True Blood after so long. I'm just like, do we need that?
Again, if it makes sense in the story within the context, yes, that's fine. Whatever. Do what you gotta do. But when you're just doing it to just, you know, be gratuitous, right? To push the boundaries for no reason.
That's how I felt after so long with it. Like, I love the books. True Blood books. Loved them. Read every one of them. But like the show, I liked who all they cast as the characters. But like just after so long, it's just like, come on. There's a story to be told, and y'all are just
like. I feel like so that we can, because we've just been bashing on a lot of stuff that we didn't. Sorry. Like. No. An example of one that I think did it well was like the Eternals.
Yeah.
You know, like there was a love scene in that. And I feel like that helped kind of tell the story of these two characters that were in love for, you know, thousands of years and stuff. And like that kind of helped push the story forward. Right. And so like that makes sense. Right. So again, it's not a matter of.
It's not. You don't need those scenes in every episode.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't need them, you don't need them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let the story be whatever the story is, and if the story needs that, that's fine. But when you're doing it just to boost ratings or to get people talking, I would rather have a good story than that any day. Yeah. And that goes about violence and sex and drug use and plot twists. I mean, it goes about any of it. Yeah. You know, like, give me a good story. That's what I want, more than anything that you're just trying to push just to push, you know?
Yeah. So, But we about lost our minds, though, weren't we?
Yeah, season 3 of Picard. If season 3 of Picard is like just the Next Generation, like another season of that, that's great. I'm down.
Reunion.
Absolutely.
The next Generation.
But hey, so speaking of people being in things,
no,
it doesn't even work with this one.
No, it doesn't.
Sonic 2 opened to $71 million, the best opening for a video game movie ever.
Wow, really?
Yeah, more than Detective Pikachu. Which Detective Pikachu was outdone by Sonic.
Well, yeah, that is true, yeah.
I want to watch it. It looks really good.
What?
Sonic 2.
I mean, I've seen, like, I haven't, like, read any in-depth stuff, but I've seen some people rate it, and they haven't, like, blown it up or anything horribly.
I mean, I've heard it's good.
3.5 stars I've seen from somebody. And
yeah, out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I've seen, about 4s. Mm-hmm. 3 and 4s.
So it made me hopeful.
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of my students.
Yeah.
They are big time Sonic fans. Like, I loved Sonic growing up. That's all I knew.
Yeah, you were a Genesis kid.
Yeah, this is Sega Genesis kid. Like, I knew Mario on the Game Boy, but that was it. Sorry.
Boo, Maggie. Maggie sucks. Boo. Super Nintendo. That's where it was at.
Okay.
Nintendo does what Sega can't.
Anyways,
that's not how it goes.
These kids have me beat. Like, they'll say, well, like, they know Shadow. They know all the other characters. And then, like, they'll say, Tails has got 2 tails, so he can fly and stuff. Like,
is that why he's called Tails?
Yes, but, like, but what I'm getting at is, like, they are...
Does Knuckles have knuckles?
They are, like... so observant of Sonic.
Yeah.
Like, they love Sonic. Like, I think one kid came in one day, had like a short sleeve shirt on, tie-dye blue, with Sonic on the front of it.
Nice.
Hoodie. Pulls up the hoodie. He has the hedgehog thing.
Oh, that's
going
awesome.
down. I was like, I would have worn that out as a kid.
I'd still wear it right now. What are you talking about? Give me those red and white shoes. I'm down, man.
But yeah, I've never seen so much Sonic...
Yeah.
merchandise in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's blown my mind this year. And, like, also a comparatively weird Space Jam, the new Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen so many kids backpacks.
Man, that movie was fun.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually going to be talking about that in our main topic. I don't know if we ever told what our main topic is, but we'll...
No, you haven't. Yeah, but anyways, Sonic's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and it looks like in this one they're trying to be more like the first one. It was almost they didn't, they paired him up with Cyclops, and it's like it felt like they didn't really know if people would buy a movie like where Sonic is just the main character, Yeah. And so, which I could be wrong, but it looks like they're kind of leaning more into Sonic as the main person. Mm-hmm. Which I'm totally happy with.
Yeah.
Especially since it's Ben Schwartz, our boy.
I know.
Our boy Ben Schwartz, man. Oh my gosh. After Party. Everybody still need to go watch After Party. If you've not watched After Party, you can't recommend it enough. Oh my God.
During snack, I know I'm talking about work a lot, but
it's okay.
During snack at school, sometimes during the week we watch DuckTales. When we start watching it, one of my kids, he goes, "Hey, that blue duck." I was like, "Dewey?" And they're like, "Yeah, he sounds like Sonic." I said, "Ah." I said, "Well, guess what? The same guy that voices Dewey is the same voice as Sonic." What? I said, "Yeah." I was like, I could tell him his name, but I know a 5-year-old's brain. It's going to completely forget it.
Did you also tell him that he plays John Ralphio?
Oh, I did. But like, I thought that was interesting that kid had
was able to pick up on that.
Like, to figure out, oh my gosh, these 2 characters sound the same.
Well, I knew Aladdin was Steve.
Yeah. But when Aladdin sings, it's not Steve.
What? The whole world is shattered. I'm going to need a whole new world after that.
Here you go. Take my hand. Do you trust me?
Nope. All right. Speaking of people being in things.
Matt, stop that.
Nah, I'm riding that joke straight into the hell, man. I'm telling you. Hey, Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced this morning.
Yeah. Let's just confuse. Well, no, actually, people that have played the games could keep up with the storyline the best, but like, let's confuse people even more.
So we bought Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
We bought the collector's edition.
Yeah.
I think it was like $80.
Yeah.
I'd never played it.
No, we never, like, we opened it and we touched it.
We put it in because remember we went on vacation and that was the plan, was we were going to go on vacation. We're staying in a cabin. It was during the winter. And this, I mean, it was when it first
And we were
came out.
gonna
It's been
play
a few
it.
years ago. We were going to play it, but instead we decided to keep watching Lost. Because we had been watching Lost.
That
so we
is
just
right.
kept
We
going.
was watching
Yeah,
Lost.
and instead we marathoned like 17 episodes. It was wonderful.
But then, like,
I think we made the better choice, to be honest.
we watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I think the State of the
trailer
State of the Union
dropped.
happened also.
Yeah,
at that time.
there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that was we because we have the 1.5, 2.5, 2.8. We have the other ones also, and so we had planned on playing through all of those.
Yeah.
So that we could then play 3 and understand it. We was at least going to play 1 and 2. I don't know if we would have played all the
'cause
other
the other
chain
ones
of memories
are like
and 362,
DS
75 or whatever it is. I don't even know. I mean, it's on there. It's on the disc.
Yeah.
But so instead we watched somebody else explain Kingdom Hearts for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so confused about like what a heartless and a soulless
There's
and like there's one
for us people on the outside, there's too much for us to keep up with.
like there's one kid that's Sora, and when they took out his heart, he became like a heartless, but then they gave him a heart, and he's still not Sora or something. I don't know.
I can't remember.
It's so complicated, and we are not the people to talk about this, but I will say
It does look beautiful.
it looks incredible. Like they're in the real world, I guess.
But they called it something else though. They're like, it's like the afterlife for us. I was like, wait, huh? Y'all go to the real world when you all die? That's awful.
Crazy. But it
But
looks great.
The
Oh my
gameplay
gosh.
that they showed just for those
Yes.
few seconds looked amazing.
Dude. It really makes me want to play, but I don't know. I don't know.
like-
Is it worth trying again? I mean, we've already spent so much and never played any of it.
Well, and you sent me some stuff, and I started looking on Twitter because it's like everywhere.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
all anyone could talk about, which I understand.
So, yeah.
20th anniversary, that's
Yeah.
a big deal.
And people
it's-
love it, and that's
It's
totally
a
cool.
very beloved game of
Yeah.
a lot of people. But like, I was like looking at the comments of one. I guess somebody posted a trailer. I was looking at them, and somebody said, "Well, they said this is on Unreal Engine 4." I was like, "Wait, this is on 4?"
Yeah.
And then said, "Yeah, they're going to move it to 5." I was like, "Oh my god, they're going to be real people if they move to 5."
Now, here's the thing, Maggie. This was just announced, so that means we've got a good 6-7 years before it actually comes out. So we got plenty of time. Here's what I propose, okay?
We play the games.
We play the games. After we finish Ocarina of Time, we play Kingdom Hearts 1. All right. And then when we finish that, we play
I've started
Majora's
one so
Mask.
many times. Oh god.
And then we play Kingdom Hearts 2. We just trade them off for like the next 6 years.
I've played the first Kingdom Hearts, like I've started it. I haven't played it all the way through. I've started it so many times.
I beat it on the PS2.
I
didn't understand
wanted
it, but
to
I beat it.
finish it.
I never understood the whole gummy ship thing. I still don't understand that. And I thought it was like, I was like, is this a reference to the gummy bears? Like the old Disney cartoon? Because it's a gummy ship? No, it's not. And it's like, what is any of this? This isn't even, what is this?
It's one of those
I don't
mini
understand.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Is that my boy Scrooge McDuck? I love that guy. Tim Rogers.
God. Tim Rogers, Lord.
Welcome to Daddy's Bingo.
That's one of the reasons why we bought it. Was because of him. Because he started playing it.
Yeah. It was good. It looked
It's
good.
fun. Yeah, it still looks good. But
we love Disney and we love video games. We're not big Final Fantasy people, so I think that's where the disconnect is.
beautiful though.
It is. The whole thing's great.
The beautiful.
All right, Maggie. You know what? I think maybe we should tell them a little bit about our Patreon.
Really?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Did you know that you can get exclusive content at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome?
You can?
Yeah, huh? Just head on over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome and get all the details right now.
But wait, there's more.
There is?
Yeah, to celebrate the launch of our new Patreon, all of our new patrons will receive a special reward.
A special reward? Well, Maggie, what is it?
If all of our patrons sign up before May 1st, their name will show up on every episode of the Hopefully Awesome Show for a whole entire year.
A whole entire year? That's great! crazy.
So head on over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome to find out more stuff right now.
All right. That was some good stuff about our Patreon.
Yeah.
So now let's get into our main topic of the show. We thought it might be fun since we weren't around the past couple of years, to go over some of the things that we've watched. We're going to do 2021. We figured that'd be a good place to start. I've been using this app, Letterboxd, just to kind of track everything. I don't really post reviews on it. It's more just to track like the stuff that we've watched.
Yeah.
So,
and you can comment below anything you've watched or want to watch.
Yeah,
if you liked
yeah.
it and I liked it.
If your opinion was different than ours, there'll be some stuff that we're just going to kind of skip through, but anything that sparks a conversation, we'll talk about. Let me see if I can change the way this looks. There we go. All right. So first up, last year, I think it was maybe the first of the year, probably like January.
Yeah. Are you trying to like hide it from me?
Well, I'm gonna bring it up and spark the conversation.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you want to see it too?
I want to see the list.
Okay.
I'll watch these with you.
All right. So first up, we watched the Not As Short Walk On Girl.
Oh, that was good.
I really liked it.
That was a pretty
Is that what
movie.
it's called? The Not As Short
Walk On Girl.
Walk On Girl. Yeah. Anime. Usually in January we watch anime films. Not as much as Maggie would like to, I'm sure.
Or shows.
Yeah. We need to. I'm gonna watch more. But Not As Short. That was one I wasn't really sure if I'd like. The style was a little bit different. I tend to like more of the quasi-realistic look, something like Your Name, the way Your Name looks. Very pretty looking. But honestly, this one was really cool. Like, it was very different.
It's very colorful.
Yeah. And like, I think we watched it on HBO Max. And I remember like distinctly that there was different sections of the movie so it almost felt like vignettes, but it did all flow as one story.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was really good. We watched The Midnight Sky on Netflix. That was the one where George Clooney is alone in the...
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's depressing.
That's sad.
I think we just weren't in the right mood for it. It was good. I think we gave it rating. We'll talk about our ratings. So I gave it 4. I gave Not As Short Walk On Girl 4 stars. The Midnight Sky was 3 stars. Then we watched Chef.
So good.
God, perfect film. Golly. I forget how perfect that movie is.
It's really good.
It's in my top 10 forever. Like, I didn't realize it was, but every once in a while, I find myself like once a year just wanting to go back and watch it. It's just so perfect. Cloverfield, of course. I'm just going to read through some of these. Maggie, you stop me if you want to talk about it. She's All That. Old School. It was in the 90s right there for a minute. Derek Delgadio's In and of Itself. That was so weird. Why did we even watch that? It was on Hulu. It was
you had seen something on Twitter about that dude. He was like an illusionist or something, right?
Yeah. And it was like, they were saying it was amazing.
Weird.
It was weird and oddly emotional. Like, it was oddly emotional. It was weird. Like, it's just a one-man show that they filmed, but it was good. Who was it? Somebody did it. Somebody like directed it or something. I can pull it up. It's right here.
Say.
Frank Oz. That's what it was. Frank Oz
yeah. I think that's also what sparked your interest in it.
Yeah. And then, of course, if you remember last year, HBO Max, they did the day and date theatrical. So we tried to watch as many of those as we could.
Oh, boy.
And then we kind of regretted it later. But so we watched The Little Things. And on here I liked it enough. Glad I didn't have to spend money on it. Well made. Fincher Lot is what I have on here. But I also give it 2 stars. So Jared Leto at the top of his game, let me tell you. That's a joke. I was being funny. To All the Boys.
Always Forever. That was the sequel.
It's the third one.
It was the third.
I think it's the final one. Yeah, remember the second one She meets that other boy.
Yeah, that is right.
You know. But I
That
liked
one
this
was good. Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. We was doing a rewatch to get ready for
boy.
the Justice League. So I watched Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. And that was also around the time that I made my videos about those when I was doing my...
Check those out.
Yeah, you don't have to. Please don't. WandaVision is on here. I don't know. I mean, we haven't really discussed all of... I think let's save any Marvel talk. I'd like to do, before we do Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
I'd like to do like a big Marvel talk.
Of
So we'll skip
course.
over any Marvel stuff.
Zack Snyder's
Justice League. All right, let's.
That took
pause
us
for
like
a minute.
8 hours to watch it.
It
'Cause we had a
literally
little
took
girl.
us 8 hours.
Little
to watch
girl.
it. Oh my gosh! Like I came home early on that Friday, and so we started it at like 3,
I think.
and we didn't finish it till like 12. Like it was so late. We had to stop and eat twice while we was watching this movie, which is not the preferred way to watch it. It was great. Like I really, really enjoyed Zack Snyder's Justice League, but man, it was weird. Like just how long it took us to watch it, which I know we had to stop and like change our diapers and just have to feed her and
Batman.
oh my god, that ending is so.
Just that anytime I see that one line said, I laugh. I mean, it's like, what's so funny? It's just because he says the emphasis on Batman. Batman.
It was good. I didn't know what to expect out of it. I thought we were getting kind of like a culmination of both parts of his Justice League movie. Yeah. Because he was supposed to do part 1 and part 2. And I thought that's what we were supposed to get, was kind of like a stripped down version of part 2 would be the third act. And it wasn't. It was just the first one.
It was just that.
Just a lot longer and a lot more stylized and a lot better. But man, it was
better
still
put together. Like some things like made more sense to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
In that version than it did the first time around.
And I loved the way they handled more of like the nightmare side of stuff and like the Flash, going into Speed Force and stuff. I mean, it was definitely well done. It was. How do you feel about the 4x3, the square?
I liked it.
Didn't bother you?
No.
Yeah, it didn't really bother me.
That stuff doesn't really bother me.
Like
it'll catch my eye. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Like at first it was odd, but then once you got used to it, you got used to it. But I do remember when we first started it, and it begins with the ending of Batman v Superman. Mm-hmm. I remember thinking, "Oh, this is really good. This is already a lot better."
Yeah.
Like just with that.
Yeah. I agree.
We didn't watch the Justice's Gray version. We didn't watch that.
No, we didn't. Or it's just black and white.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I don't think I'd want to. Kong Skull Island.
I was getting ready for Godzilla.
Yeah, so we watched Kong Skull Island, which I always forget. I like it as much as I do. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good. It's solid.
It's a good movie.
Godzilla 2014. One of my favorite Godzilla movies. Not as good to me, though, as Godzilla King of the Monsters, which we also watched. Oh my gosh. I love it. Mothra. Dude, every time Mothra pops up. And then, just the whole thing. Right oh my gosh.
Here's another thing that kids are crazy about now.
Godzilla?
They love Godzilla.
Really? That's surprising.
I've had multiple kids over the years, ever since the first Godzilla came out. The 2014 one?
Yeah.
Multiple kids drawing Godzilla in my room.
With Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, that is
playing
true.
husband and wife.
That's strange.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
But it was before.
It was before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird now, though.
Yeah, it is.
Looking back at it, it's really weird.
There's a lot of kids at school that they are aware of who Mothra is.
Oh, it's awesome.
Ghidorah, Godzilla, like they know about it. And I'm just like, you all are really cool. Whoever at home's letting you watch this, they're pretty cool too.
Like, here's the thing, I know why they didn't do this, and it wouldn't have made as much money. I do think if they had made Godzilla 2014 a hidden Godzilla movie where you didn't know it was a Godzilla movie until Godzilla finally shows up, I think it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Like if it had just been Bryan Cranston and these giant, Mutos, and you're like, oh, this is cool. It's like a monster movie, right? And then freaking Godzilla shows up. Like, that movie, just off of marketing alone, would have taken it to the next level for me. I would have loved that. I also would have loved if Bryan Cranston didn't die within the first 20 minutes, but that's a different story.
Yeah, that was like the big selling point. I remember that.
Well, I remember getting to the end, or getting to the scene where he's on the bridge and he's getting ready to get hit by whatever. And I was like, I remembered like, oh, we've seen literally every scene that he's in the trailer. He could die here, and then he does. Which he doesn't die there. He dies on the helicopter ride over to the boat after that, but still, it was...
I just remember that being the big selling point, because like Breaking Bad was going on at that point, right? And like everybody's like, Bryan Cranston starring in Godzilla. I was like, okay.
National treasure, Bryan Cranston. Then we watched Godzilla versus Kong. Womp womp. I was so sad. Like, it's fine.
It's okay.
Like, King of the Monsters is so good. And, like, I love this universe, but this just felt so hokey, you know?
But we got amped up because we was going to see Kong in it. And
you
then,
know what it reminded me of?
What?
It reminded me of Pacific Rim. Yeah, that's not where you want to be in this, you know?
But, like, I know gearing up towards it, we're like, yeah, we're going to see King Kong, Godzilla fight each other, and then, like, more trailers start coming out.
And it was like, oh my God, is Mechagodzilla in this?
Mechagodzilla's in this? What the heck, you know? But, like, and then, like, how they started out the movie, there was, like, already pro King Kong. Like, I was like,
yeah,
nobody for Godzilla aside from the chick from Stranger Things, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Kyle Chandler was in that, wasn't he? I forgot about that.
Oh, God, Coach was in it.
Yeah, which second time he was in a movie with King Kong.
Yeah.
Because the first movie was King Kong.
King Kong. Oh, yeah, that is right. You always say that to me. I always
actor.
forget.
Mary holds the comb up and he's like, oh, I could have a mustache. She's really dumb in it. It's great. It's good. Jack Black's in that. Then we watched Antebellum. I'll be honest, a little let down. A little let down by it.
Weird.
I thought it was going to be more like Get
Time
Out.
travel.
Yeah.
Time travel.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be like a weird thing to it. You know, like a weird kind of maybe sci-fi twist to it, right? Like, and I feel like based off the marketing, that's what they were trying to make you think. But then, I mean, the story itself was really good.
Yeah.
And like heartbreaking and awful and terrifying and all of that, right? But it just wasn't, I feel like what they advertised was not what it actually was. And that was kind of a letdown. Then we started our rewatch of The Fast and the Furious. So we did the whole thing, okay? We ate the whole plate, all right? We had, I'm just going to read them here. We did The Fast and the Furious.
Oh, we did the whole thing.
The turbocharged prelude for Too Fast, Too Furious that was on YouTube. Then we watched Too Fast, Too Furious. Then Better Luck Tomorrow.
Which is good.
Which was really good.
It's good.
Should not be consumed alongside Fast and Furious because it does not make sense.
It's too good on its own.
But it's really good. It is the first appearance of Han. And I'm assuming, I mean, it's supposed to be the same character. Now, at this point, I don't know if it's still, like, given everything that happens in Fast 9, I don't know if that still actually makes sense. But for Han appearing in Fast and Furious 4, just Fast and Furious, it tracks. Like, that's supposed to be the same character. But it's really good. We watched it on Amazon Prime. It's really good. Even just on its own.
Yeah,
worth
just on
watching.
its own, it's worth
It's a very good, like an MTV, like, early 2000s, but much more serious and dramatic than, like, it's almost like if Can't Hardly Wait was directed by David Fincher.
Yes.
That would be a great way to put it, right? So what a weird way. What a weird way to put that. Then we watched, do you want to pronounce this? I'm afraid I won't pronounce it right.
Apologies to anyone. Los Bandoleros.
Yeah. So it's like
I'm
the
sorry.
Bandits, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Which is the prequel to Fast and Furious 4, which makes Fast and Furious make so much more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Like the way you begin Fast and Furious, like it's fine, but like all the stuff with Letty and everything at the beginning, and like the two guys that are there with them, like, and even Han, like all that works, but I feel like this
it explains it better.
Yeah, just it kicks the story off like a lot better. Then we watched, of course, Fast and Furious. which I love. Fast and Furious. It's one of my favorites.
In the midst of all this, guess what released?
Mortal Kombat. Burn, 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 burn. I gave it 3 stars, and I did not put any notes on here.
No,
I put a total blast and super ridiculous.
It was a blast and super ridiculous. I remember us having fun with it. I do remember that.
I'd watch the second one.
It was effects wise very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember liking Scorpion in it.
Yeah.
His whole little story. Mm-hmm. That was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. I'd watch another one.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're supposed to, aren't they?
I think at some point, they were working on it. I don't know if it made enough to warrant it, but it also came out day and date, and that screwed up a lot of stuff. Yeah. Which they said the same thing about Godzilla versus Kong, but they're apparently working on another one of those. So, who knows? Then we watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which we'll skip over because we're gonna do. We'll just say we liked it. Next up, The Mitchells versus the Machines on Netflix. It was so good. It's really good. I'm usually not one. I think we've talked about this before. I'm not a big non-Disney, non-anime animated stuff because it's mostly garbage out there. Okay, like,
but if it's
you got your Norm of the North, you got your Planet 51s, you got your Madagascar and the Circus Train to Hell, or whatever the heck it's called. Or I don't know.
That's the Polka Dot Circus.
Oh, don't.
I'm a teacher. I have to live through these cruddy movies.
Maggie gets to deal with it. So I
get to deal with it. Like, the kids will say, "Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good," or my mom said I could bring this. I had a kid bring, I think, Norm of the North, and luckily, it didn't work. Like, it played and I was grading papers. This is when I had older kids, and I was grading papers while it was going on because I was like, I am not paying attention to this trash. Sorry, whoever really does like it, but
I played Taylor Swift in the trailer.
And all of a sudden it just stopped.
Oh, God.
And I was like, what's going on with it? So I pop it out of the disk drive and look at it and stuff. I'm like, well, it's not scratch. I even wipe it really gently, put it back. It would not go past whatever point it was on. So I was like, oh, all right, we're watching something else. But no, I've watched some real gems over the years.
Yeah. But that being said, Mitchell's versus the Machines. Great. Really good. Lord and Miller. I mean, anything they make is phenomenal.
Chloe with a Chance of Meatballs.
The After Party. Those Who Wish Me Dead. That's the Angelina Jolie fire.
Oh, that was good.
It was fun.
I liked it.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good Sunday afternoon. Nothing's on.
It kind of helped me.
Bored. Let's watch
yeah,
this.
Well, and also, I wasn't a crazy Angelina Jolie person back in the day, but this really showed that she can act really well.
Probably helped you going into Eternals then, since she's on it.
Yeah.
Greenland, which I have down here.
Oh, I was thinking about this movie the other day.
I was expecting Armageddon meets Contagion, but what I got was closer to The Walking Dead. I liked it, but the second act was almost too much to take. We won't spoil it, but yeah, it felt like I was expecting it to be more bombastic, but really that second act leans heavily into the worst side of humanity type stuff. Mm-hmm. That sucked. Especially given the time that we were in, it just wasn't.
I was thinking about the ending the other day.
Oh, yeah. Let's not spoil it.
But that popped into my head. I'm like, what movie was that?
That was good.
Makes sense now.
The Martian. You haven't seen
good.
That. Yeah.
I liked it.
I really liked it too. I have down here that's 5 stars. That's perfect. Just a great movie. It's crazy that I want to say, that Ridley Scott directed that. And he also makes Alien. Mm-hmm. It's funny to me that because I love Prometheus.
Yeah.
And the fact that I would rate Prometheus and The Martian the same, and they're drastically different movies,
True.
The Friends Reunion. It's fun. There's
strange.
parts of it that was like, they could have done something different. Like,
well, it was just all thrown together at the last minute, I think.
well, like, I love the stuff where they were like in the sets talking to each other
and talk about like what all's happened.
Yeah,
and stuff.
but then like the whole thing that was hosted by like James Corden, like I didn't need any of that. Like that was like
no, because like some of the questions that were asked, they put them in weird situations. Like Jennifer Aniston, like a week after it happened, like after it aired, she said that she wished she had mentally prepared herself because it apparently took a toll on her. Yeah. Just seeing everybody and seeing the sets and stuff and reliving a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, they could have definitely rethought that.
Yeah. Cruella.
Loved that movie.
It was really good.
It was really good. And there's supposed to be a second one.
And it was one of those, we got it. It was released.
Yeah, we bought it. Yeah.
And we got it. And I loved it.
It was good.
I really liked how Disney did theirs. I don't care to pay the $30 to get the movie. Like, I'd rather.
It's ours.
Yeah. Well, and even if it wasn't, like, because now it's on Disney Plus, so it doesn't matter if we'd ever bought it, right?
No.
But still. Then we watched Pokemon the movie 2000.
The yearly Pokemon movie. Y'all, I'm not joking.
One a year. So this year, we get to watch Pokemon 3.
I'm pretty certain I was half asleep during most of this movie.
I forgot. I honestly did not remember Pokemon 2 that much. Okay, like I remember Lugia. I remember the guy trying to catch the different birds with like his own versions of Pokeballs, right?
Yeah.
And like his flying ship. Like I remembered that. Did not remember like the island ceremony stuff. Didn't remember the girl that also liked Ash and that made Misty realize that she liked Ash. Like didn't remember any of that.
But never act upon those feelings.
But dude, God, something about the movies just ring more nostalgic to me than like even the show. Like, cause I don't know, it's just something about those. They're like just a specific piece in time.
Yeah.
Like I remember renting that and bringing it home and like having my Burger King big kids meal and having like my toys that came with it, you know, and like, I don't know, just, I love that. It's not great.
And then
we
went back to Fast.
To bring it back to Fast and Furious. Fast 5, probably my favorite Fast and Furious movie. I would say it's
very well done.
It's at least the top 2, but I want to say it's number 1. Then we watched Fast and Furious 6, which again was really good. Then we got another day and date with The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. Womp womp. No, it wasn't great. I love the Conjuring movies. Like the first one is one of my favorite horror movies. The second one was really good. I love that it was kind of like their version. I like how
to psych myself out in order to watch those.
Like I like how they're like the Conjuring movies are almost like their versions of like classic horror movies, like redone, right? So like the first one was kind of like Amityville. The second one was kind of like The Exorcist. And so I had kind of high hopes for this. The Devil Made Me Do It. And it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. I just didn't like it at all. Just nothing about it. I didn't think it was that scary. I didn't think the story was good. Just nothing in it, really. Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Yeah. Wait, did we finish it?
Did we what?
Did we finish it?
Yeah, we watched the whole thing. Remember? Because
I remember like Gremlin.
They convince them that the sun is down or whatever.
Oh, yeah, they trick them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now, yeah.
John Glover. That's Lionel. Maggie. That's Lionel from Smallville. That's him.
Oh, yeah, that is right. Because I was aware that was him. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I just remember Girl Gremlin trying to, like...
Yeah.
I have down on humans.
I am shocked how much I enjoyed rewatching this for the first time in 30 years.
Like there was a lot of people posting about it at this point, saying that Gremlins 2 is classic. You know,
we need to watch it. It actually was really good.
It was good.
It holds up. Totally holds up.
Don't trust my brain on some of the stuff. I think having a kid and also staying tired half the flipping time does not help my memory any. So apologies.
Then, you might be wondering why we didn't say this one. It's because we watched it here. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Is that why you're raising your hands? For Fast and Furious
Got the
Tokyo
music
Drift?
in my head.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it out loud.
So we wanted to watch these. It's
In
ridiculous.
the order.
In chronological
order.
Which means
Which
Fast
would
and
make
Furious.
no sense
doesn't
for
make
that
any
one
sense.
for Bow Wow. Or I can't even
Han.
Not Han, but yeah, well Han too, but shoot,
The
what's
main
his
guy?
name? Yes, Black.
Shane Black.
Shane is it? No, it's not Shane Black. It's
John. Here, I'm clicking on it. It's Justin Lin. Cast. There you go. Lucas. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like if you
No, and then you go to the next one, you're like, whoa.
I definitely suggest not watching this in that order.
Don't do it.
It does not work
Don't do
at
it.
all. It honestly, it makes Han a worse character because, like, you see, like how much he loved. What's her name? Gazelle.
Yeah, something like that.
Giselle?
Giselle. Yeah, Gal Gadot's character.
Yeah, and then like you go to this, and it's like, oh, he's like running drugs and stuff. You're like, wait, what? What is
and
happening?
has women all over him.
Yeah.
And like you're like, no, why?
And not to even mention like the fact that, you know, obviously none of the technology makes any sense. Like it doesn't work. On
it
any
does
level.
not work at all. Don't do it.
Yeah, just watch them in release order. It's fine. It's better that way, honestly. Because you kind of get like, you know, you get to finish Fast and Furious 3 with, you know, Vin Diesel being like, oh yeah, we used to run together. Then you go into Los Banderitos or whatever, and like you see Han, and it's like, oh, okay, like this is
cool.
how he joined. Like that's a much better story than this crap. Then In the Heights.
Oh,
so freaking
can't
good.
wait to talk about that one.
So good.
Heights.
Gosh,
Yes, this is very good.
I loved
Beautiful.
In the Heights.
Beautiful.
The ending, like I didn't know how it was going to end. I won't spoil it, but like I love how they kind of not trick, but how they play with, like, even while you're viewing it, what your expectations of the ending will be.
Yeah.
And it's like better than I expected, like the ending, and it's
sweet.
Just every piece of it, the whole cast and crew. I mean, just everybody in it's just phenomenal. You know, you get hang on, you get. This joke's not gonna be worth it. You get Jimmy Smits in anything, and I'm there. Okay.
Oh God.
That's why I watched Attack of the Clones the first time. Okay. Oh man, this has been going a while. Let's see. We watched the Monday Night Wars. That's a placeholder because they don't have the Monday Night Wars listed.
Oh.
But it was the whole series of the Monday Night Wars for WWE versus WWF. Or WCW.
Nitro.
And it had, but like it's on Peacock, and it's like 20 episodes.
Oh my God.
And I want to say each episode was already released documentaries that they then kind of reworked into this series. So there was like the rise and fall of WCW, ECW, The Rock, Mankind, you know, the DX.
It's really
so good.
It's really funny because I grew up watching WCW Nitro.
Yeah.
And he watched WWE.
The better. I watched Raw and SmackDown.
And like I wasn't aware because I was young. I wasn't aware of what all happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know the politics of it all,
Yeah,
like what was going on. But like just watching that, I'm like, holy crap! A lot of crap went down.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, like how much money was like given to these wrestlers.
Oh, that's wild.
It's crazy.
Well, I didn't know some of the stuff like the curtain call.
Yeah.
Where like they like broke character at the end because like half of them were leaving to go to the other one and stuff, and like that really pissed off everybody.
Yes.
I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know about Goldberg, how everybody hated him.
Yeah.
You know, because he like
I wasn't aware
up in it or nothing.
No, like he like trained for like what 1 or 2 months, and
Yeah.
then they're like, hey, we're just gonna throw him in.
Yeah, and gave him the belt and
Gave him the belt. He only had one move.
just the way WCW was ran is insane. Like
Well,
it's insane
given
how
who
they
it
did
was. Okay, but that's for another day.
Yeah, that was wild. Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious, and then Fast 9, which we've talked about. But at the drive-thru, it was a double feature. So after Fast 9, they played They Live, which I'd seen stuff from, but never actually watched it. Man, That was awful. I think we were just ready to go at that point because I just could not sit there any
Our
longer.
poor
We watched
little
like half of it.
baby.
Yeah, because it was
She's
like
just
11:30, and we're like,
Yeah.
"What is this crap, man?"
Why are we awake? Like, that's what I was thinking. Why are we awake?
It's so weird. It's so slow. We watched Freaks and Geeks. We watched the whole series of Freaks
That was
and Geeks,
good.
which is good. Maggie had never seen it.
No.
It's
Oh,
so
my
good.
God.
I wish.
Bill.
Why can't we have more?
Bill.
Yeah.
Team Bill. All the way.
God, so good. The Tomorrow War on Amazon Prime. That was the one
Chris
with-
Pratt.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
I liked it. They did a lot of stuff that it felt like it could have been a trilogy,
Yeah.
but like they just did it in one movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Then so every year for the 4th of July, I have an ongoing tradition of watching Independence Day. Just every year, even if it's just on in the background, that movie has to play because we love Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum. But so this year, instead, I convinced Maggie because I had seen this. I watched this in theaters.
He didn't
and
like it.
It's awful. It's awful. But I was like, Maggie, you have to experience
Anytime
this.
he says something is awful, I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want any part of it.
But you have to experience the awfulness sometimes, okay? You have to.
God, it's so bad.
So we watched Independence Day Resurgence. It's so bad.
Why?
I cannot
Why they
believe how
did
bad
this?
it is.
Why they did it?
You heard
the way
how it
they
ends? Where they're setting up another sequel?
did? Yeah.
That's never
They're
happening.
expecting to make as much money as possible off of this to
Dude.
make another one.
Oh,
It didn't
so
happen.
bad. Oh my gosh. The Orange Years, the Nickelodeon story. That was another really good documentary. It's on Hulu. Black Widow, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, first time in 4K. They released the 4K. Oh God. Speaking of garbage
Barb and
movies,
Star go to Vista Del Mar.
I can't believe we watched this.
We was at a cabin for vacation for Viz's birthday, and
Jeez.
I somehow suckered him into watching this.
It's not good. It's not a good movie. Like
Best part is when Reba McEntire shows up in the ocean. That's all I'm going to say.
I forgot that even happened. I don't
That's the
remember
best
any
part.
of it. I remember us watching the
so-
trailer. The
It is
trailers were
so
funny.
ridiculous.
The trailers were funny. I feel like this is a movie from the 90s that just
It is,
somehow
but it
got
is.
stuck
Yeah,
and never
it is. That's
released
what it
until
is.
now. Loki, of course. Then we started the
Cool.
Fear Street trilogy, which really loved.
Yeah,
those
it's
are
actually
really
good.
Fear Street
Different.
94 was awesome. Space Jam: A New Legacy, which was fine.
Okay.
Not as good as the original, obviously.
No.
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 And it really, in retrospect, it really was them just throwing a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
Just a bunch of stuff
It's like,
out there.
hey guys, LeBron James been wanting to make this. You know what? Let's roll with it, and we're gonna throw everything in there as possible.
Rick and Morty were in it.
Yeah. Any
Like, why was Rick and Morty in
any
this?
Warner Brothers property,
All of it.
any
Every version.
animated, live action, doesn't
Arnold
matter.
Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze was there, you know? It was weird.
Both Catwomen.
It was weird. A Futile and Stupid Gesture, which was about Peel Made Animal House. National
Oh
Lampoon.
yeah.
That's a good movie.
That was a good movie.
We didn't know
Really good.
any of the history about that, and so
It was
a
interesting.
lot of twists and turns that people probably knew watching it, but we didn't.
Especially
know. It
about
got us.
SNL
Yeah,
stuff. Like we.
Joel McHale playing Chevy Chase is one of
Yes,
the
that was
freaking
great. That
greatest
was hilarious.
things that's ever happened. That's amazing. Definitely suggest it.
That was a good movie.
Almost Famous, the bootleg cut, which I really liked. I think I even have it on here that this will be the version I watch from now on.
Yeah, I remember you saying that after watching it.
Because like it's just the movie but longer, and like that's great. That's what I want.
That's one of his favorite movies.
Yeah, I love Almost Famous. Fear Street 1978 and
Good.
Fear Street 1666.
That was wild.
Dude, what I love about both of those is that, again, kind of recapturing the old versions, like different movies, but doing them new now, if that makes sense. Kind of like Conjuring, right? 78 was like Jason, right?
Yeah.
Which was awesome. But then even 66, and I don't think this is spoilers. It might be spoilers.
It's
so if
on
you're-
Netflix.
Yeah, if you're planning on watching it, maybe skip like 30 seconds. But the fact in Fear Street 1666, that they tell the story they want to tell, and the story's only like 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
So then they end it, and then they say, all right, here's part 4. And like within the same movie,
That's what they
it's
did.
just both. And I love that because I would much rather them do that. So I think that whole thing was great. Then speaking of enjoying garbage for no reason, good Lord, how much more do we got?
We watched a lot.
Let's just skip through here. Let's see. I'm just going to read a bunch. G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra, Dawn of the Dead, Jungle Cruise, Fireworks, which was weird.
Right.
The Suicide Squad, really enjoyed. Freaking
Sure,
awesome.
fun.
Quiet Place 2 pissed me off. God, it pissed me off so bad.
Oh yeah.
When the little brother steals the oxygen, I was so angry. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Friday the 13th, the original, District 9, which was the first time you'd seen it.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Rewatched all the Screams, so Scream
fun.
2, Scream 3, Reminiscence, another day and date on HBO Max.
Jesus,
Not
why?
good. It was not good. Promare, another anime, which was good. It's good.
Vacation friend.
Oh yeah. I have on here, I saw a 15-second Twitter preview without sound on Friday and decided to watch this by Sunday. That's why we watched it. John Cena. He's
That's good.
national
Like
treasure.
it's funny. If you need a good laugh, that's a good movie to
Yeah.
to
I'm pretty
watch.
sure it's R-rated.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Definitely.
Yeah.
God.
Words Bubble Up like Soda Pop, another anime.
That's good.
It's really
That was good.
If you like anime, it's awesome. Shang-Chi, we watched.
Finished out Scream 4.
Scream 4. Then we watched Halloween, the first.
Yeah.
And Luca, which I really liked. We started Last Action Hero. Why did we watch Last Action Hero?
Well, it says, honestly, we had to turn it off halfway in. I was so freaking bored. LOL. Like, who is this movie for?
You don't have to.
That's what you wrote.
Yeah, these are my personal notes. Okay.
Well, it's true, though. Like, who was that movie made for?
It's like it was made for people right now. Like for us, like me and you right now.
Yeah.
Like who know movies
if
behind the
yes.
scenes and grew up on 90s action flicks. But like it was
They should
released
have
then.
done-
you
yeah,
know?
they should have done that. Like, if it was for people back then, like it should have been like a
Clint
Western.
Eastwood.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should have been a Western or something. That would have made
Yeah.
more sense.
More
More
I
or
mean, it
less.
works better now than it did then, and it still doesn't work that well right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. Which
So like he turns it on. He's like, I just want to see.
I'd
just wanna
never
see this
seen
one.
it.
I just want to see some parts of it. I'm like, okay. Wound up watching the whole thing.
it was not as bad as you
It
thought it would
wasn't-
be.
it
It
wasn't
was
that
more
bad.
enjoyable than Pokemon 2000, oddly enough.
Yeah, that's true.
The best thing we watched last year. Well, top 3 best thing we watched last year. Midnight Mass. Phenomenal.
So good.
We were falling asleep because we did not want to stop watching
We
it.
didn't.
Like we were like, I just want to watch just a little more. It was
Yeah.
like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
We're still
and
trying to
we
watch
had a 1-year-old at that point.
it. God, it was so good. I love Midnight Mass. That's probably my favorite that he's done.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait for
Oh no, dude. He's
Fall
so
of the
good.
House of Usher. God,
Oh, that's gonna be great. Halloween 2018. Watched that.
that was good.
Then we watched Free Guy, another one of our favorite
That was
movies from
fun.
last year. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. All I have on here, it just says woof. That's all it says.
Everybody's got their opinions on this one.
It's awful. And it's not good. It is not good. None of it makes sense.
I was falling asleep. Okay,
It's not good.
I was falling asleep.
Muppets Haunted Mansion. Kind of let down.
Kind of let
Kind of
down.
let down a little bit.
We was really hyped for it, but then
I
let
love
down.
Muppets. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie. Better than it should have been. It's actually really good.
It is actually
oddly really holds up.
Yeah, it does.
The Last Blockbuster, which was good.
Oh, that was good.
The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Scariest Story Ever Told, a Mickey Mouse Halloween Spooktacular,
Guess who we watched these for?
Halloween Kills. So we had watched Halloween, then Halloween 2018, and then this one. Halloween 2018 was wonderful.
Yeah, it was.
Really
great.
enjoyed it. I'm glad we watched Halloween, the original,
That
especially when
did
we watched
help.
Halloween Kills, because it really referenced
Yeah.
that one. But yeah, it's good. I can't wait to see the third one. I think Halloween Kills is probably my least of the two. Like I like 2018 better. Ratatouille, The Fugitive.
I'm reading where we watched it. We watched it on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Toy Story of Terror. And then Dune. We watched Dune, which we talked a little bit about.
Yeah, we watched
last
it.
week.
Yeah.
I love Dune. Hotel Transylvania 1. The Lost Boys, Maggie.
Heck yeah.
Saxophone.
Saxophone man.
So one thing about this place, all the goddamn vampires. Michael.
Gosh.
Come with us, Michael.
Why have they remade? Wait, have they?
Have they remade The Lost Boys? No,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they made 2 sequels to it that were not.
They need to remake The
good.
Lost Boys, I think.
Do they?
They do. Do it better.
Maggie, I don't think you can do it better. I think it works because of how it is.
Make
It's
Corey
great,
Feldman into a vampire.
Nah, that's
Playing the
I'm pretty sure
saxophone.
that's probably. I think that's what the sequels were. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Hocus Pocus. You can guess what time of year this was. Then we started our rewatch of the Spider-Man films, which we won't talk too much about because we'll probably talk about that in the Marvel talk. So we watched Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, The Eternals, The Amazing Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Olaf Presents.
Oh, and then we realized our child was very, very aware when Spider-Man was on TV.
Spider-Man. We wanted to take a break between Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the MCU Spider-Man. Because we wanted the MCU stuff to be separate enough from our other stuff. So we watched Home Sweet Home Alone, The Matrix Revisited, Captain America Civil War, Tick Tick Boom, which we talked about.
Great movie.
It is either my number 1 or my number 2 from last year. I think it has to be number 1, but anyway, it's so good. If you've not watched Tick Tick Boom, just go watch Tick Tick Boom. Turn us off and go watch it. The Animatrix, A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, The Matrix Reloaded, Making Enter the Matrix.
There's a lot of Matrix stuff in this
including
house.
all the deleted scenes from Enter the Matrix, or the live action footage. We're getting ready for the new Matrix, so we watched all that. 8-Bit Christmas, which was good.
It was good.
Not what we was expecting, but good. Then we watched Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home, Elf, Miracle on 34th Street, Spider-Man No Way Home. We started Minority Report. Couldn't really watch much of it. Just a lot sadder than I remembered it being. The Grinch, Hawkeye, The Matrix Resurrections. I guess we should say, because we haven't really talked about Matrix that much. I love The Matrix. The Matrix, the first Matrix, is one of my favorite movies of all time. Changed the way I view films. I think in the same year I watched The Matrix and 7 in the same year. And I was like, no, wait, I'm sorry, not 7. Fight Club. It was Matrix and Fight
definitely
Club.
your mind was blown.
And I was like, movies can do this? This is crazy. And both on DVD too, which was cool seeing that kind of quality. Really love The Matrix. I'm weird. I like the sequels to The Matrix. I think that they're good. I think for what they're going for, they're good. But then, especially watching Matrix Resurrections, it was
really enjoyed
so different. So different. But I feel like it's hard to explain. I feel like it's what it needs to be. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's the story they wanted to tell. Yeah. And I feel like they didn't want to tell a story. And then they were like, oh, well, Warner Brothers is going to tell a story anyway. So we might as well just tell a story we want to say. Right. And I feel like that perspective on it, it's a much more hopeful movie. It's a much less deep movie. Mm-hmm. Right. There's not as much philosophical stuff in it. I mean, there's some, but not like the others.
No, not like the others at all.
But I love that it's kind of just about love. Yeah. It's a love story. And that's okay. It can be. It doesn't have to be The Matrix, It can just be this. And I love just the meta-ness of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's so bizarre. And I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Really good.
I think I don't know where I'd rank it. It's almost like a totally different movie. It's like it's like the new nightmare of Matrix films. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not really a Matrix film, but it is, right? So, like, that's what it feels like. We really, really like that. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Jingle All the Way. You can figure out what time of year this was. The Santa Claus. A Charlie Brown Christmas. The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Well, it's good.
Hadn't seen it since I was
good.
a kid. Did not realize how freaking good that movie was. Holy crap. So good.
I can't think of his name.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine plays Scrooge, and he told them, he said, I'll agree to do this, but I will not do anything Muppety. And he really doesn't. He sticks with it.
Remember we watched the deleted scene. They were like, oh yeah, you need to watch this right at this mark. It was great.
It was a deleted song. Mm-hmm. And it
made a lot more sense.
It made a lot more sense. Oh, so good.
It's Christmas time again, Charlie Brown. The Nice Guys.
Oh my God, The Nice Guys.
It was good. Jeez, it was really good. I really liked that. Encanto. I can't believe we've only watched Encanto like 5 months ago. That's crazy to me. That feels so ingrained into our souls now.
It is ingrained in our little girl.
God, it's so...
She lights up if she hears that music. Any song from that soundtrack, she just lights up.
It's great. The music's great. The visuals are great. The story's great. The story makes me cry like a freaking baby. Are you kidding me? God, I hate Abuela, and then I love Abuela. You know, like it's phenomenal. You know, you can cry to it, you can dance to it, you can run to it. It's everything you need. It's like it's Wrecking Ball. Don't Look Up. We've talked about it last week. And then Trolls World Tour, which I think I like better than the first one. Hey, we're back. Our camera decided to shut off right then. So that was it. That was Trolls World Tour was the last one that we watched. I didn't expect this topic to go on this long, to be completely honest.
Oh, we watched a butt ton of movies.
We did. That's how we spent 2021.
Well, I mean...
It's amazing the things you can do when you don't leave the house for a year. You know, well, 2 years, but we're only talking about 21. What do you think, Maggie? What was your favorite movie last year?
I really liked Encanto. Yeah.
I mean, just off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head?
Yeah. We don't have to scroll through the whole thing.
The good guy stands out in my brain.
What about Spider-Man and Tick Tick Boom and
Tick, Tick,
In the House or In the Heights? I mean,
In the House.
In the House. Corey.
Midnight Mass.
Yeah.
Hello.
I think I forgot like our top picks. Like here's our top picks from last year. Oh wait, that's
the same list.
There it is. So, Spider-Man No Way Home, Tick Tick Boom, Midnight Mass, Dune, Free Guy, Encanto, Shang-Chi, In the Heights, Justice League, and Fear Street 1978, which counts for, I think, all three.
All three of them. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think? What was your favorite thing of last year? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure and stick around if you're a patron. We got the post show. We're going to do the big movie quiz.
Oh, man. Who's going to beat who this time around?
Probably Maggie. Because I'm sick.
I know useless information.
That's true.
We did comedy last time. So.
Do we want to do comedy or action movies
or
Oscar winners, Maggie? I say we do comedy again.
Okay. All right.
Let's see who wins.
If you're not a patron, you can't be a part of this.
But we do appreciate you, so be sure and hit that like, subscribe. You can rate us on your podcast services. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. Be sure and subscribe to our games channel.
Follow and like all the things.
Just all the things.
All the things.
But that'll do it for us. We will see you next time. Join us Wednesday for Smallville. We're talking episode 2. So we will see you then. Thanks for watching as always.
Have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.